Welcome to Tater Time Football, where we talk about everything around football. Here's your host, Tater Tot.
Hey guys, welcome to week 18 of Tater Time Football. We have a lot going, well, not really a whole lot going on. We got 2 games going on this week. But I was going to start off with what we are, like, how many games me and Cole actually have a tally of. Cole got 141 for the year, and I got 139 for the year. So
regular season champ.
regular season champ. Woo! That's also including the SEC or all the title games. So I did throw those in there, but not the playoff. So.
So all the bowl games didn't count.
So not the bowl games. I will actually give you a tally of them next week.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad for me. I'm gonna be negative on that. I'm gonna be like 4-11.
So I'm gonna get a tally of that like this week after these 2 games are finished. Heck, I might even go ahead and do them later sometime, but we'll figure that all out. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna leave with that. But now let's go over to the 2 games we got going on. We got Miami and Ole Miss. So what's your pick first?
Oh man, it's tough, man. It's really tough.
I know it's tough to pick against the SEC, man.
I mean, it's not just because it's against the SEC. It's because last game I seen Miami play, they showed up twice. I mean, against Texas A&M and Ohio State, they showed up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
Okay. I'm gonna go Miami here. But really, you got to think all 4 teams are some Nick Saban made coaches. I personally think Pete Golding didn't really get a full taste of what Nick Saban was, so I don't think he's nearly as good as the Miami coach. So, that's why I got to pick with Miami, because heck, he's been a coach a lot longer at Miami, and they've last year they tried to get to this point, but they failed, sadly. They had a chance to be in the playoffs last year, but they screwed it up. But stuff happens. Now this is the year that they think that they can be back. The matchup I really wanted was Alabama and Miami, because I wanted rematch game between Miami and Alabama, because if you look right behind me right here, right there, that picture right there is actually a Miami Sports Illustrated copy, and it was whenever Alabama and Miami played for the national title in 1993. So I think it would have been a really good matchup, but there again, I think Miami's the better team here. Defensively, they've showed me that they can play with some grit and everything, but I don't know if they'll be able to beat the team on the other side. That I'm also going, and Cole already knows who I'm picking on that. So yeah, I'm gonna go Miami. So now you got Friday. We have Oregon and Indiana. Who do you got? Actually, I want to say it first. Can I say it? Who's your daddy? It's like, hey, I am not no Indiana fan, but I said it earlier this season. If Alabama got beat by anybody, I would rather it be Indiana, a decent team. I want them to prove. And last week, I know I said that they were overrated until further notice, and they proved me.
Further notice show.
They really
served,
showed up. It's I got served, but kudos to Indiana. I'm really proud of this program. I'm not even a fan of their fan, but I really think they deserve a chance at a national title because of what they strive to do, and the amount of how close they are as a team really means a lot to me, and I like seeing teams like that actually want to have some sort of competition.
Yeah.
So there you go. And that's going to be at 6:30. Both of these are at 6:30, by the way.
That's crazy that I have to choose between which game to watch. Oh no, no,
Oh
no, never
no,
mind. One's Thursday, one's Friday. I was about to say, hey, you are right. They are both at 6:30. So
yeah, they are
he
both
was
at
right.
6:30. But
Um, it's hard to not, or it'd be hard to not pick against them. So I am gonna pick India. From what I've seen, I mean, and I'm not saying Alabama was the true test. I'm not saying that at all because clearly 3 points was not a true test. Um, but hey, man, I think they'll win it all. I really do. I think this team that they have and the coaching staff,
hmm
I think they're gonna go all the way.
okay. Well, I personally think like they show a lot of grit to me. Like Mendoza, like he actually does look good. But I don't know if that's because Alabama made him look good or what. But from what I saw, the fact that they actually beat Alabama like that really stood out to me. It's just the fact of the
I
way they
think
beat him.
I think, and people are gonna hate it probably because I'll bring up an example that people probably won't like. This Indiana team, compare like how they're functioning, how they're working, the play style that they're doing, even the defense, how they're winning games. It's like classic. I'm sorry, it's like classic 2009, 2015 Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You what? I mean, you had Greg McElroy, um, and then you had like AJ McCarron. I think AJ McCarron's pretty good, but like yeah, Greg McElroy, and then had a couple quarterbacks after him who you wouldn't sit there and like like I look at Mendoza and I sit there and I say, okay, dude is consistent. Dude doesn't really get red. I mean, dude, we came out the freaking box and just sacked them basically twice in their first drive, and made them punt. And I was like, man, what a way to come out. Dude just kept his cool, kept on going about it, and I was like, okay. And so he's consistent and he's accurate, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I see a star? I don't see like, like the star player. Like when I think of like Joe Burrow, or even hate to say it, Johnny Manziel at the time, a Tua, or even a who was George's court, Bennett. I I don't see like I don't think he's in the same category. I don't. But like, what can they do? They can run the ball. They can run the ball if they want to. If they wanted to run the ball 70 times, they probably still would have beaten us.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they can do what they want on both sides of the field right now. So when you have the confidence of being like, well, they're doing man to man right now, and we're probably not going to get a pass.
Yeah.
Let's go run it. So I mean, it's just all there. Like every single piece of chess is out there doing its job.
Yeah. Now there is only one thing I would like to point out, and I'm not saying Indiana's crap or anything, because yes, they clearly won that game, but my problem is when Alabama would run the ball, we'd run it up the middle against one of the best running defenses in the freaking country. Okay, but when they're all stacking up and they're stacking up right there, why not hit the right or the left side? No one was doing that. It was always up the middle, up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. And it's like you can't win games like that. And that's what really shot Alabama in the foot again in that game. It's like people can,
Also, I think when we go up the middle and this season, just the itty bitty times when there has been a hole, our running backs haven't been able to see the read and find that hole.
yeah,
Like there's a hole and they go the wrong way, and it happens like every single time. I
yeah.
don't think I mean, what was it? Hill against Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
where he had like that 40-yard run, and that was like the longest run we had since week 2. And I was like, that's pretty sad when you think about it.
Yeah. So you get what I mean. It's like kind of like, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, that's the underlining thing of insanity. And that's what really killed Alabama, like in that game, to me.
Well, I mean, I think it really just killed us all year.
But it killed us all year. There you go.
That and the O line. I don't think we're. I mean, now that I look back at it, yeah, I didn't. I kind of fooled myself towards the like last two games, but like before that, I didn't see us being a championship team
Yeah.
just because we just had too many holes in the boat.
Yeah. And, you can't, it's hard to patch a sinking ship, but, I will make this comment is like, I am sick and tired of it, okay? Like, I am sick and tired of, and I've said it all year. It's like, there are a lot of Alabama fans that make a bad name for Alabama, okay? That sit here and like, last year we didn't make it to a playoff, okay? We didn't make it to one. But they complained that we didn't make it. But this year we make it and they complained more than ever. It's like, quit being a bunch of freaking crybabies and actually love the team for who they are. It's like when they win, good. But when they lose, they lose. It's like you can't just jump off ship because, oh, the ship's sinking. No, I don't want to be part of this anymore. It's like, no, dude, you got to actually pick a team.
Well, or not even that. The ship is sinking instead of bailing out water. Like, there's a hole over there. There's a hole over there.
Yeah,
It's like,
you're not even.
yeah,
You're not even.
can you at least like
them.
support somebody and be like, hey, I got you.
And that's just like earlier this season. Like, and I know this is off the subject of the two games going on, but it's like when you sit here and you like Talty. Like, I get the kid screwed up a lot, but look at the bright side. In the freaking Indiana game, he was the only one to score a daggum point.
Yep.
It's like, how ironic is that? It's like, dude, the guy that y'all said boo to the whole time is the only one that scored. He's like, well, he got in the locker room. He's like, well, I guess there's only one good thing. At least I scored.
Everybody's all sad. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, y'all are all sad. I kicked a field goal. Ha. Yeah, we lost, but I'm happy. But you see what I mean? It's like you can't boo your players. You can't boo your team. You got to support your team. You got to support your coaches. It's like, because who tells me that they can't just go out there and just lay a big goose egg on purpose because you are sitting there talking so much crap? It's like, if you do not show support in your team, they are not going to show support in you. Mm-hmm. It's like you have to show them support. It's like no matter what team it is. It's like I just needed to get that out there. So sorry if I'm yelling too loud, guys. It's just it really upsets me to no end at how bad it can get. But I know people are gonna hate, people are gonna do all this. But let's just do one thing next year. Let's have fun with the game. When you win, you win. When you lose, you lose. It's like, don't get mad about it. Just support your team no matter what. It's like, no matter who the coach is, no matter who anything is, it's like, now, there again, people don't like the way DeBoer is, and I know you were talking about this earlier, Cole, if you would like to mention anything about that. So
you want me to go on my
yeah, because you have a better way of explaining, so I don't get off track.
Okay, so you want me to talk about DeBoer? Okay.
So the way DeBoer is.
I'll probably if anyone else has watched this show that AJ McCarron does his little podcast with what's his name, and then they have a couple other people on. So I was watching clips of that too. So I'm saying what I kind of heard and also in my own way of understanding. But people, like one guy was saying that Kalen DeBoer is too soft. He's not built for the SEC. He's not going to get on people's cases, and he's never going to take us to we're never going to be good again. And AJ McCarron, which, just listening to it, because kind of first I'm like, well, is he right? That doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right in my chest. It doesn't feel right. And then AJ comes out and he talks about, he's like, DeBoer is not, he's not Nick Saban. He's not even Signetti. When you see him on the sidelines, he's not Kirby. He's not whoever else, man. He's not going to get in people's faces like that, or he's a really great guy. He's a great coach. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He is a great coach. He cares about his players. There's a lot of players that were transferring, and then or some that came back, and there's some that's the ones that stayed too. that sit there and said, because DeBoer cared, about me. I feel like, DeBoer is a great guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the dude's a great guy, and he's got his own way of doing things. Now, do I agree with everything he's going to do? No. I mean, it's not like, Nick Saban, he was so good that, like, you couldn't not agree with things he was going to do. It was like, well, what's the better way? He's the GOAT. So, but with DeBoer, I'm not going to agree with everything. I was kind of a fan at one point. I was like, maybe he's not for us, but got to give him a chance. I like him. He looked lost because I think coordinators were definitely lost. I think the offensive coordinator forgot, to even put his eyeballs in that day.
Here's my thing though, is like people don't realize everybody's been talking about how we went down after Nick Saban. We were going down in 2020. Like the team itself went from 2020 to let's slowly drop, and then it went.
The standard definitely fell.
The standard.
The standard stayed the same. The standard stayed the same, but the team wasn't meeting it.
Yeah, and the team wasn't meeting it because it's a different style of kids coming up. Like, they don't want to sit there and listen to somebody cuss at them all day. It's like, I get, some of the stuff that Nick Saban said, I wouldn't even be mad at him for talking to me like that because he made it more funny than anything. But you didn't want to show him you laugh, but, there was, like, the one thing where you said something about nickel, there's something like, it's like... And, there's just little things like that, I thought was funny about him. But, there were some situations where people thought he went too far. And, that's a lot of what happens these days is a lot of kids can't handle the, little bit of, whooping or whatever. Because that's just not the way they're geared anymore. So you have to come away with a different perspective with them. Like, yeah, I get you want them to do right, but you still got to be like, hey, like, sit them down, talk to them like normal, and be like, hey, man, like, just show disappointment. You don't even have to yell.
Well, I'm sure that happens in the background that we don't see. You're just sitting there,
and that's what I was saying. That probably happens in the background, and that's what people forget. It's like they're not on the coaching staff. They don't know what is going on behind the scenes. It's like, I don't know what the board.
How many players? Doing. I've seen quite a few. We talk about Saban. Like, they're like, Saban, hey man, he getting on my, all the time. But like, what they always talk about they loved is Miss Terry. Miss Terry. So Nick Saban gets to build his work of art. And sure, he's probably stressing out, but he's also loving it because he's doing the greatest thing that he can probably think to do right now with his football team. And then you have his wife who's doing probably the greatest thing she wants to do. She's getting to know the players. She's treating them like family. There's all like,
it's like
dude, it's
having
perfect.
Kids, like grandkids, everything. Like,
kids. They're literally doing they're co-owners of like this, this operation going on.
Yeah, and
like, so that's what
like Arnold. Remember Arnold? Like, he loved Miss Terry. Like, he'd always, like, after the game, go give her a hug, all these other things. So, that's what really was what helped people get through Nick Saban, was because of Miss Terry. And, like, I know we always mention, Nick Saban all the time, but we also need to mention her. It's because a lot of the reason why he even was as successful as he was a lot of because of her. Like, I'm just being honest. It wasn't because of anybody else but her. But
now, can I give another spiel?
Yes, you can.
I was starting to talk about this with Lance before the show. He told me to wait, but
because it sounded really good.
Again, some of it's from clips from watching AJ's podcast. So I hate to be, someone watch it and they're like, it's just repeating something. Well, it's because I just think it's so great. But that the schools themselves are not paying players. The schools, the NIL itself is paying the players. The school is not giving the NIL money. There are even celebrities going through the NIL to pay players to come to a school or to a university. There are companies and stuff and whatnot paying through the NIL, paying these players to come play. not the schools. Now, sure, they are backing the schools, and you can sit there and say, well, technically it kind of is. Okay, whatever. So, what I'm trying to say is that people don't know, for the casual fan or maybe non-casual fan, Indiana, looks like a godsend. Looks like, man, they got everybody, man. They just got all the talent. Indiana is really mixed with 3 and 4, or a couple 4-stars. The 3 stars and mainly 3 stars and has 4-star players. You look at probably Ohio State, or you look at maybe like Miami, Georgia, or Alabama, or Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Michigan. They probably got 4 and 5 stars. People were like, if you think about it, why are the 3 stars working so well? A lot of the 3 stars came with Signetti from James Madison. So these guys have a lot. They're James Madison, dude. They're not getting that type of money. They're not getting $2 million to come play in your first year, or however long you're going to be there. They're probably getting paid like maybe 10, 20, 30,000. And these guys have something to prove. They've had something to prove, and I'm not saying they don't. That's not what they're doing right now. They're just part of the process. And there's a lot of older guys, that are on Indiana. When you think about, you think about hot young talent, like, okay, let's say like Ryan Williams. The dude was like, how many times did we hear? And he's only 17 years old. He's only 17. Yeah, dude, like, I get it. Like, as an Alabama fan, I was like, it's awesome. But, like, I could see, like, at one point people were making memes, and then, like, even the commentators were joking about, like, this year he's 18 years old. It's like, yeah. But it's kind of like, they even, like AJ described it, think about, like, really, you're going to think about the college as NFL. Think about the NFL. NFL has free agency as, like, like Kirk Cousins. Dude's old, but then, like, people would, like, go in and they would go get, hey, man, the guy's a free agent. Let's go get him. He'd go in and they go lead a team, maybe not to the Super Bowl, but, like, they go and lead them into, like, their playoffs. Dude, we got older guys that are getting overlooked for all this young talent coming in. Yeah, these young talent, but 1, they're not going to have as much veterancy. And 2, dude, we're spending so much money on young talent and we're forgetting about the old talent, that I think that's really what the problem is coming to, is that, and Indiana is showing it, is that you still have talent there, and they still, like, these guys need a process. Stop throwing money at everything. Like, it's kind of, to me, it's throwing everything out of whack. A small child just crept in your room. But, man, it's hard to watch, and because what's going on with just how much money's being thrown at people. And I think the transfer portal is kind of crazy. Like, the transfer portal itself, I think they said there's like a giant percentage of like current players that. Oh, yeah, it's book time.
Go
You're
on.
muted.
No, I'm okay. Like, keep going. He's part of the show too.
Okay. But, like, what was I saying? I mean, I don't know. It's just, I think the NIL, in a way, is good, but I think it's kind of ruining some stuff, or maybe it's making it better. I think there's a lot of hiccups, and people don't understand why Indiana was all of a sudden so great.
Yeah. And hello, everybody. This is Mark. I don't always have him on the show, but when he comes back here and he actually cooperates like he is right now, it's really nice having him around. So there's one thing I love more than football itself, is this little man right here. So if everybody does know, this is little Mark. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. Here you go. All right. Good job. Good job. But yeah, I completely agree with you. It is a lot more like the NFL. That's really what it's kind of turned into. But I want it to be a lot more fun than it be I'm gonna have a freaking stroke over a game. Because I this year, I'm gonna be honest, Alabama has put me like on the edge of my seat every freaking game. So Like I've been sitting there like, like
I
please
try to
save
tell
me.
you stop watching these
Hey,
games.
hey, but when here's the deal, guys. It's like when your team is not doing good, I have a chant for everyone. It's what Cole taught me. He said, "We say it with me. We are trash," and then we started doing better. But this last game, it didn't help at all.
Oh, I meant it this time. I was like, we are trash.
We are
It's
trash.
17-0. It is bad.
It ain't good. But But you have anything else to say?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, he's trying to mess with the microphone. But yeah, guys, next week, well, whenever these games are over, I think it'll probably be Saturday not Saturday, Monday when we post our next video. Maybe Tuesday, who knows? One of those days, and we'll just kind of go from there. Like, kind of talk a little bit more on this, like then. So if Cole has anything else that he wants to say, we can figure that out at that time. So, with that all said, thank y'all for watching. And Mark, do you want to say bye bye? Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. Say. Okay. Okay. Well, sorry guys. Hey, yeah. Bye bye. Say bye bye. All right. And y'all have a good week. And please like and subscribe. It really means a lot. Because it's a lot of support for, the Tater Time family now. So, with further ado, y'all have a good one. Have a good week. And hopefully, everybody plays safe on these games and no one gets hurt. And we have some really good games tomorrow and Friday. So, y'all have a good night.